Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we have gathered here on this miserable day to lay rest a young child, a loved one that has been a part of our lives for so many years. We are leaving behind all the moments, all the great times we have enjoyed with you. And we are finally accepting the fact that this has come to an end. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we could have done. The EOC was too much. Farewell RuneScape, farewell and rest in peace. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is ActiqueRS and today I want to make a casual commentary video and address a topic that I have been thinking a lot lately. And the topic is a topic that has been going on since EOC was announced first or something like that. So what I want to talk about is that is RuneScape actually dying or disappearing? And the short answer to this question is no, RuneScape is not dying. RuneScape is not going anywhere. People just run around and tell that RuneScape is dying, but they don't actually ever define what they mean by dying. To me, a game that dies or goes away means a game that doesn't have enough players to enjoy playing the game anymore, or a game that will no longer be profitable for the company to keep up, and that's the reason why they will remove the game from the public. And under this simple definition, RuneScape isn't dying. There are still almost 500,000 members accounts, which is a lot of players. It's extremely lot of players that are interconnected to each other in a full market system, that's the Grand Exchange. And there are MMORPG games that have 3,000 players in one server, in one market, and those games are also not dying and they are very enjoyable to play. So a game that has 500,000 paying customers playing is not dying. And it's also worth to mention that Jagex has been making more money each year. So I know that they released microtransactions, and that's very debatable if that was a good update, but as a company that wants to make money, that was a good decision, because now they can make bigger profit, they can make better product, and maybe in the long run they will also keep people playing because they have a good product. So under my definition as a game dying, which is too small community to enjoy playing the game anymore, RuneScape isn't anywhere close to dying. It has a big community still. It has a lot of players at the moment. And even if the player count would decrease from 500,000 paying customers to 100,000, it would still remain profitable to Jagex to keep the servers up and to keep the customers happy, because they do make a lot of money from the microtransactions and also the pay-to-play subscriptions. So when people are getting bored of RuneScape, which is normal and natural, they just say that the game is bad and the game is dying. But no, you are just getting bored of the game. You wanna play another game. That's normal. And people do that all the time. People come back and then people go and then come back again. RuneScape is a very special game in this occasion, because if you buy games all the time, if you play the newest and the coolest and the best graphics of first-person shooter game, you wanna buy another game every time they release another game or a game company makes another cool game. And those cool games have a storyline that you play through. Maybe it takes you 15 hours, maybe it takes you 50 hours. But once you have played through that storyline, then you have completed the game and there is pretty much nothing new to see in the game anymore. And those kind of games are just coming in as a new game, and everybody wants to suddenly play one game, and then they buy it, they play it through, and then they throw it to the trash can because you don't want to play it anymore, and then you buy another game. But RuneScape is a different kind of game, because RuneScape is the kind of game that you start playing and you never quit. Or at least you don't quit until you get bored of the game. And by getting bored of the game, I mean that you just simply don't feel the obligation to log in to develop your character. You don't want to do that anymore, and that's getting bored of RuneScape. But the funny thing about this is that people usually get bored of RuneScape and then they start feeling, oh, it was kind of cool, I was meeting new people, I was doing some cool bossing, and I was just socializing with other people, and then they come back to RuneScape even if they tried the newest and the coolest games that are available. So yeah, I don't know any other game pretty much that is as old as RuneScape and people still play it as their main game, and it's constantly updated and upgraded and becomes greater and better all the time. I know that people play some old games and even old MMORPG games, even Dungeons and Dragons, but the nice thing about RuneScape is that it's old game and a new game at the same time, because you have the same character as you had when you were a kid, and that's the nice and amazing part about RuneScape. It's at the same time something new and something nostalgic. And even though I'm not trying to impose that RuneScape is a flawless game or it's a perfect game, I'm just saying that RuneScape has a unique vibe, it has a unique feeling to it, because it's old and new at the same time, and you don't have to constantly keep spending hundreds and hundreds of euros to buy new games to feel excitement and just simply enjoy playing a video game when you are just sitting at your computer. So even though sometimes you feel you don't want to play RuneScape, and I do feel it all the time, I feel it many times every year, I still come back to RuneScape, and there are reasons to that, because RuneScape is a game that I can play whenever I want to play it. I can log into the game, there's always stuff to do in the game. I'm paying only one thing for all whole year, and I still enjoy, and I meet a lot of people. I know so many people from RuneScape, and I really enjoy talking to those people every day. And those people that I talk to are not thinking that RuneScape is dying or they are quitting RuneScape. And if somebody sometimes quits and stops playing RuneScape or just is taking a long break from RuneScape, I can always find new people to talk to and new people to do bossing and people to just generally chat with. So if you take into consideration all the factors that, for example, the player count has decreased because Jagex has banned hundreds of thousands of bots and Jagex is taking care of the bot problem, and you take into account that RuneScape still has 500,000 players that are all interconnected to each other through the Gran Exchange, and the fact that RuneScape keeps constantly getting updated, and also that Jagex is making more money each year than they made the previous year. With all these underlying facts, it's just so easy to say that RuneScape isn't dying, RuneScape isn't going anywhere, and the game will remain staying active for a very long time. And myself, I see myself playing RuneScape in 5 years. I really see myself logging in occasionally, maybe not as much as now, maybe not no-lifing when I have an off weekend, but just logging in sometimes and to play something, like for example just to do some extra skilling, because it's something that I'm used to do and it's something that I enjoy, and enjoying a game that you play is the main thing when you are playing a video game and you wanna enjoy your games. So yeah, RuneScape isn't dying, and I hope you don't see that RuneScape is dying, because it truly isn't, and the game and the community will go on, even if it will become a bit smaller in the time as people get more and newer and maybe cooler games. There's still gonna remain some kind of core community in RuneScape that wanna play RuneScape and they enjoy it. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed my talks on this topic, and if you like it, please leave it a like and subscribe. You can also leave some comments, but other than that, just see you later.